Hello, Captains, and welcome back to another Let's Play Star Trek Online. This is your host, Brent Justice. Welcome to Just Gaming for Us. And I am continuing the storyline of the Iconian War on Omega. So what we have here is Iconian War, and we did House Peg in the last mission. That was a lot of fun. Now it's time for Time in a Bottle. Voyager, under the command of Admiral Tuvok, has been chasing leads regarding a Delta Quadrant race known as the Krenim. So far, he's only been able to turn up rumors and a bunch of anomalous sensor readings. But now we've found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts and follow the trail it provides where it leads. Remember, the Krenim was mentioned in that last data log from House Peg. For some reason, the Iconians are also interested in the Krenim.
We have a lead on the Krenim. Voyager went to Krenim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaudois and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians, and the Vaudois have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krenim have out of our hands.
Alright, so let's go see what they got. Now this one has a really cool reward that I have used quite a bit in other playthroughs until I had other weapons. The Chronoton Split Beam Rifle. I like it. And also from this we get a Universal Kit Module, Chronoton Jolt, and a Temporal Flux Generator. But this Chronoton Split Beam Rifle, I actually like that quite a bit. It does anti-proton damage and it looks pretty cool too. Let's just transwarp straight there. Now remember, I am playing in advanced difficulty for all of these missions, so advanced difficulty, once again, that'll make it a little rough for us. We're actually going to start by going to the Drozana system. So we're going to beam over to the Drozana system.
Welcome to Drozana!
Okay, and we need to take the turbo lift to Quinn's office on Drozana Station. And we're going to get all of our bridge officers for this. And I'm very excited. This is a cool mission. It's a little long, so stay with it, but it is actually cool and leads to a very neat revelation. Any day now. Sometimes the load times are just, you gotta go with the flow. There we go. Time in a bottle. Sir, business facilitator Quinn has rented space at this station for his private sales meetings. We aren't sure what the object he is selling is, but the rumors are that it's a technological device of some sort. The price Quinn is asking for, it is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. Command has been in contact with someone they think can provide some assistance. Until they arrive, though, our orders are to go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device. Let's go see him.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be... I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
We had an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Now, we can negotiate or lie. Negotiate says, doesn't Quinn want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic? Or we can lie and say the artifact he's already agreed to sell to us. Well, I don't see any reason to lie, really. I mean, the negotiate sounds pretty good. I mean, let's tempt him with money. He is a Ferengi, after all.
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
Now, I can plead with her. I know you're just doing your job, but it's very important to get that artifact, or we can threaten. If you don't let us pass, we're going to tear down the door. Now, honestly, this is what my character would say. My character, remember, is a negative character. He is evil, quote evil. He is selfish, trying to get back home. He's going to go the threatening route if he can. So I'm going to say let's threaten now. That was the right option first, but now he's going to threaten.
Look, Quen hired me to answer the comms and chat up the customers, not to be security. Go right in. Just try not to break anything. Quen will find some way to blame the damages on me.
Now I can be a little cheeky. A pleasure doing business with you. Find Quinn. And I think we found him with some Nausicaans.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counter bid?
I'll make it with your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quen. Now what do I see? Romulan Republic refugees probably here to beg for another handout. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device. Looks like we're gonna do this then. Well, that stopped him pretty good. Oh, no, they brought reinforcements in. All right. Confront.
Fine! I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am
And
Nog,
it's Nog.
son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
It's good that his legacy will continue in this game. He voice acted, obviously, here for the game, and yeah, it's good because that will carry on. He's in the TV shows, he's in this game. I like it. Alright, talk to business facilitator Quinn.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave? No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
Alright, what do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatwar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vaadwaur started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vaadwaur destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comic cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go and stay out of trouble. Let's now speak with Nog.
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections, but in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Well, thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Ogle was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vaadwaur purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Okay.
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
So just overload the EPS conduits. That's really it, huh?
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Well, let's do it.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement. The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this. The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. Think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
Indeed, very interesting.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
All right, see you in the Delta Quadrant. Like I said, this one's a little long, a lot of dialogue here, but we're gonna get to some action here. I actually like this mission after this part. Once it picks up on the planet, we get to do a lot of combat with the heralds on the ground, and it's quite fun.
I've explored
here
many
we go.
places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant.
We're in the Delta
According
Quadrant.
to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Okay.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Okay, maybe the planet's the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vaadwaur. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system. Keep an eye out for Vaadwaur. They're still patrolling this area.
So we need to go scan the wreckage over here first.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vaadwaur on an intercept course.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Take that back. Maybe it will be a little bit of a problem.
Target
Vaadwaur
shields
are
have
pretty
failed.
tough. No, I got him. There we go. He's gone.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vaadwaur. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There are more Vaadwaur. There had to be a reason the Vaadwaur went out of their way to target them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal.
Alright, basically we're going to the cluster over here to hide. Which I could just cloak, but okay, whatever.
Heralds! They must be looking for that Vaadwaur patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Let's go take scans of the moon.
Heralds inbound! The Vaadwaur must have gotten a signal out.
Warning, ship is
So
under
much for
attack.
our investigation.
Target
be a
shields
problem.
have failed. Four shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Left shield failing.
Got it.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vaadwaur and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue in this mission. I'm probably just going to try to move it on a little quicker. Get to the important parts here, which is the combat, which is much more exciting. Another long load time, though. Very annoying.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit. But exactly. But we need to...
Basically, we're going to move through and scan stuff.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I
Like
need
I
to get
said,
some scans. There's something going on.
There's a lot of dialogue in this one, so
There are more mineral deposits over there.
let's just move it along a little bit here.
There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead. These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same. The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Heralds have landed and are approaching our position. All
There,
right.
behind those rocks.
Now we get to do some stuff here.
Hurry, they'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Work quickly. Here they come. 4, 3, 2.
Here they come!
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
More reinforcements inbound!
Flanking damage detected. Personal
I'm
shield
working as
losing
quickly
power.
as I can.
Flanking damage detected.
Watch out! There's more of them!
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Flanking damage
I need more
detected.
time to align these
Personal shield
frequencies.
losing power.
It's a lot, but I like it. I like the ground combat with the heralds.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Oh, like we did something.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
He's gone. He vanished. Ninja vanish. Dog vanish. Defeat the final wave. Oh,
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
It says, get to defensive position on ridge. I think we're going to have to fight our way there.
Personal shield losing power.
Sorry for not saying much. There's really not a lot to say here. We just got to do this combat as we move through, which I actually enjoy. I enjoy all the combat and the ground combat here. I think it's a lot of fun. So that's what I'm doing. Something blew up. I'll pull out my shuttle on this one here. There's another group. I'm going to pull out my shuttle. There it goes. Ain't it cute? It really does help. It launches phasers and photon torpedoes. Oh, something crazy's happening. Captain Nog?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
We're still in the same place, but in a different place.
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
Now that's clever. We're in temporal bubbles. And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Okay, let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
And what can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
Alright, how can we assist you?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
I don't remember repairing any emitters before. That's really strange. But it's cool that we're in a different time, so they can't see us.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can. I guess I need to align capacitor.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
And did I do that one? I guess I did that one. Okay. That one's done.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I'll do what I can to help. The temporal compensators are out of alignment and may cause the temporal synchronization matrix to destabilize. Ooh, I need to begin repairs, but I don't know where to start, so what do you think, Nog?
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Okay.
You need to disconnect the buffer before you do it.
Okay, and then reconnect.
Good.
All right.
I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
We fixed that. That's 2 problems fixed. So the one's farther away. I don't know, the resolution to these problems seem fairly simple. I'm sure somebody else could have easily done them. What do you think? Don't know why I'm having to personally do them.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Okay. Something is putting too much stress. Yeah, there may be... Yeah, okay. Begin repairs. Ooh, I don't know what to do first, though.
You need to scan for microfractures.
Okay, that makes sense. Scan for microfractures. Next.
You'll need to formulate an...
Okay, formulate the epoxy, repair microfractures. Alright.
That should do it.
Now I need to go back and talk to the Krenim officer. Let's do that.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay.
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What? Ooh.
The repairs should be enough.
They can't see us because we're in a new time.
See, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
By your command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Their struggles are meaningless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We shall rend their worlds asunder.
beast.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right. This could be what we need. So we were out of their time and they couldn't see us. We're out of time. Not out of time, but out of time. Between times. Something like that. Talk to Crynim leader.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
We didn't know the Crynim could do anything like this.
My people and I have made Anarax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Crynim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could... Anarax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Crenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Crynim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur destroyed all the Crynim colonies in this area.
The first Crynim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
And why haven't you done so already?
The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it is one we would need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Crynim colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Let's, beam up. Sir, is that what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hiding in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships. And then, you're not going to believe this, there is a planet here now, an entire planet. Did you find something down there, something that could conceal an entire planet? Well, we found the Crinum, and I'll explain as soon as we're on board. Now that is a cool episode and a cool finding there. And this all ties in to Voyager, the two-parter that played there. That was a great episode. That was a great 2 episodes in Voyager, and they actually picked up on that storyline here. The scientist that was creating the technology, Anorax, he did create it. That's why the Iconians are worried. Because if that technology gets into the wrong hands, it can be used to take out the Iconians. So they use the Vodwar to take out the Crinum before they can become a threat to them. The Crinum are pretty powerful. They can use that technology and hide an entire planet. Very, very, very cool. So yeah, I like this mission. It's quite fun. It's a little heavy on the dialogue, but if you skip through all that and just play for the combat, it's pretty good. So that was Time in a Bottle. Next one, we're going to do Broken Circle. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Check out Twitter at Brent_Justice for updates. You can follow me there. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Brent Justice. This helps support the channel and also allows me to publish more and more videos.